Chapter 2 Night in the Forest. Evening dropped a shimmering shade of deep hues over the forest. The two twin rangers, August and Aaron, brought in a brace of pheasants. The fire was built up to a proper height. Sentries were appointed where the edge of firelight met shadow. The rangers of Edramir's company settled into a quiet, familiar routine of evening. Edramir heated his own cracked mug with water and slipped a few strands of dried willow bark into the liquid. Then he stepped to the side of the fire where Sîrdor was seated, still wrapped in a blanket given him earlier. The ranger kept a note beside the figure. "See, lay," he said softly. The elf glanced up, blinked. Then his slender fingers accepted the mug from Edramir's hand. Hot and lay. Edramir seated himself beside the other. He allowed a moment to pass between them before he spoke. "Sîrdor." The elf acknowledged him with a swift glance of those blue eyes. Edramir drew a deep breath. "Tulira Mirkwood." The glance he was gifted with now was wary, uncertain, struggling. Edramir kept his gaze steady, allowing his own innate honesty to penetrate into the elf's presence. It must have been convincing, for Sîrdor spoke. "A thorn." Edramir nodded, slowly. He nearly knew as much. He dropped his voice to a soft, gentle inquiry. "Man hadir lay." The eyes flashed back to suspicion, wariness. Sîrdor drew back from the flaming light of the fire, but Edramir followed him. He had to know things. He reached out a hand and let it lay gently on the elf's shoulder. "Faster, Sîrdor." The elf's eyes snapped to him, and there was a sudden, vivid wildness to them that Edramir had never seen there before. His lips were opened, as if he were waiting to speak, when the moment was suddenly broken by the arrival of Edramir's second-in-command, Aladir. The ranger's eyes were wide. "Sir, you must come at once," the man declared. There might be a problem." "See, lay. Here. Hanan lay. Thank you. Tulira Mirkwood? You come from Mirkwood?" "A thorn." This is not an exact word for yes, but more of an affirmative. It means literally, "I will." "Man hadir lay." "What happened to you?" "Faster, Sîrdor." "Please, Sîrdor."